Hi, my name is Lisa Frausto, and I'm going to present my video essay about the topic of the LGBTQ plus movement and its struggle and conquest for rights. So first, I'm going to start with a quote from Cassandra Fee that says, "The beauty of standing up for your rights is others see you standing and stand up as well." On June 12, 2016, United States saw the most massive shooting in all its history, and the major attack against the LGBTQ plus community happened. At 2 a.m. of the day, Omar Mateen, a 29-year-old male of Afghan origin, attacked Pulse, a gay club that was located in Orlando, Florida, killing 50 people and hurting another 53. This event is just a proof of how the collective is still target of hate violence and a proof of the need of a more tolerant world. The happening triggered a wave of outrage and anger in all parts of the world. With this, the way in which this group has been perceived in society has changed, how and due to which reasons. So first, in all documented cultures, it is said that there is evidence of love relationships between people of the same sex, whether they were accepted or not. Due mainly to religious stigmas, this type of behavior was denied and kept in silence for a long time, not mentioned in the codes of Europe. And it was in 1533 when the Booker Act was promulgated in England, and this law consisted in the penalty by hanging for homosexual behaviors. And in the rest of Europe, the case was similar. Homosexuality was viewed as something sinful, and due to this is also why populations became aware of the existence of difference. And it was not until the beginning of the 20th century when movements in favor of gay and lesbian rights began to emerge, then to social revolutions, the ideas of human rights, and the beginning of mass media. Also this movement went hand in hand with the boom of feminism and with a new anthropological perspective that was more supportive of differences. It is important to mention that the struggle of gay and lesbian for their rights has its own differences. The groups that were fighting for homosexual rights were usually headed by men. Therefore, gays were given more importance than women, than lesbian. And that is why lesbian women decided to create their own safe places and their own collectives, as well as to rely on feminist groups to demand their rights. And meetings exclusively for women, such as concerts and festivals, were organized, and this has been a success since it attracted more and more lesbian activists. And as we can see, feminists played an important role in struggle for the rights of the lesbian collective. Thanks to it, the invisibility of lesbianism that had been presented until 1970 was challenged. In general, some important events in this movement are the creation of the Society for Human Rights in 1924 by Henry Geber, the Mattachine Society in 1950 by Henry Hay, and the creation of Daughters of Bilitis in 1955. This last one, it was an organization exclusively for lesbian women. A turning point in gay liberation happened in June 1969 when police raided the Stonewall Inn, a gay bar located in New York, where nearly 40 people of the collective resisted police attacks, and the riot resumed following night. This event is seen as a defining moment of gay pride, and is also the reason why the Pride Month is commemorated in June. And gradually, various goals have been achieved. For example, homosexual people now have the right to civil marriage in most countries, and they have laws that protect them from any kind of discrimination, although this is not a reality in every part of the world. And in addition, there are more and more public figures now that declare themselves part of the community, facilitating the process of a more inclusive society. Despite the fact that there is now more tolerance of the LGBTQ plus community, the discrimination continues to be a problem. Like I said in the beginning, they continue to be a target of discrimination and mistreatment. The fight continues. The basis of everything should be respect, even if you don't not fully agree on what other people do or think. Many people hide, like for example, behind the religion, um, with the Bible judging homosexuality as a sin, discriminating, rejecting, hurting, and also forgetting that in the Bible it says that let the one who is without sin cast the first stone. And well, finally, there are still many goals to achieve in the issue of the LGBTQ plus right, and the fight will not stop until all the LGBTQ plus people are free from any kind of discrimination. And with all that said, that will be all, and these are my references.